So we all have that one person or multiple people in our lives who come in late. They come in laughing and drink in hand, just acting like they don't care. Because usually they'll act like this and they'll be messing around with their friends, they'll do stuff like that, and they'll cause disruptions to the teacher. Then you have the other type of late person. The late person who has something's went wrong in their morning, like they've been caught in traffic that all of a sudden wasn't predictable because there was a car crash, or they had a really devastating call in the morning, but they still showed up for that meeting, that class, the class meeting or your school board meeting or any type of like time management thing. So those, there again, meetings, classes, social events, family events, whatever. So, and with those things, it's very important that you get there on time because they can be very detrimental to a whole bunch of people. Like, I know that if it's a family event, you want to get there on time just in case there's some family members who can only be there for like 5 to 15 minutes because they have other things they need to do. Like some family members, they take time, they plan out earlier, and they schedule that, and they're being like, okay, I'm gonna leave my house about an hour early so that I can spend time with my family, maybe for about 15 minutes, and then I can take that 45 minutes to drive to my meeting, get there fast, and not be late. So you have to be very considerate of other people's time and of your time. And so there are many ways to fix that. And so saying bye, if you have a meeting at 12, okay? Right now it's 11:53. So by 11:53, you want to be like either in the parking lot of the place that you're having a meeting or right outside that place. Either in a waiting room or just waiting in the hall or waiting in the room itself. Because usually people will get there earlier and it shows that you're punctual and that you care. And so with that, you want to be able to have good time management skills. And one of those being setting alarms. So say you have that meeting at 12, okay? I have a doctor's appointment at 9. Okay, I'm gonna get ready about 7. Okay, takes me 30 minutes to get ready. I'm going to get to the doctor's office about 8:30. I know that sounds really bad for like some people, but it's making sure that you're there on time and you have to fill out paperwork, so that's gonna take some time. So you're getting there on time, you're doing everything on time. And just being there earlier prevents you from being late in terms. And so with that, according to many different places, like I have my, what are they called? Sources right behind me. There are the Time Management Ninja. Preparing ahead can cut your morning chaos by 50%, which that is something very good. And there's also the, according to the Inc. magazine, employees who are consistently late are viewed as 33% less, what is that called, dependable, which that's something you don't want. Because like that first person who is late, you know that the teacher or the boss or the leader of your group is not going to choose them for important tasks. So then you want to be able to go ahead, make those timers being like, all right, appointment's at 9, I got just a simple checkup, so I'm just done at 10, okay? And so I have that meeting at 12, so I'm going to go ahead, I want something to eat before then. So I'm going to choose the closest possible location to it that I like. So say that place is about 10 minutes from your doctor's office and about 5 minutes from the place you're supposed to have a meeting. You're gonna choose that place. So then you get there 10:10. Okay, simple. So then you're gonna eat. Say that takes you about 30 minutes. So you're already at 10:40. And so there you have time to either sit in your car, or if you need to, you can go get gas. You can go maybe run an errand that's close by, saying that's not even like 1 mile to 3 miles out. And so then you get back from all those errands, you've got gas, you drop something off at the post office that's not even 3 miles down the road. So then say time flies by really fast while you're in your car, you're scrolling through your phone, and it's about 11:30ish, okay? You're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna start walking there about 11:45. Those 15 minutes pass, and then you are getting out of your car. You already have everything laid out. And so then you go ahead, you get into the building, you're like, okay, so it's on level 5, room 304. So then you go up to the receptionist, you sign in, whatever. Okay, by this time, it is 11:50. You found your room, and it's about, there again, 11:53. You go ahead, you walk in, and there are already people there. They're already talking, they're already conversating. And so then, everyone's taking more liking to you. They're starting to get to know you before the meeting, and they're more susceptible to taking your ideas more seriously because you were there, you were building that, not relationship, but you were building that mutual communication before the meeting, so people kind of get to know you in that time frame. Now then, the second thing that can be a very, very big help is setting things out the night before. Setting things out the night before is probably one of the most calming things for me personally, is because I can put my backpack, go ahead, grab it from my room, go ahead, put it back in my car. Okay, so then I don't have to worry about it because I have already put everything back in it. I take the keys from my backpack and then put it into my laundry room with all the key hooks, and I put my wallet beside my keys. Okay, so my license, my keys, and my shoes are already in the same spot. And so the night before, setting my clothes and my hairbrush on my desk. So I get up in the morning, go ahead, clothes, hairbrush right there, okay? Not even 5 minutes, don't have to take time to look for the clothes that I need. So then go brush my hair, do my early morning things, and then go brush my teeth, go put on makeup if I need to. That all just takes about 30 minutes, okay? And so by putting all those things out the night before, you can cause less stress, like my resource had said. And then also, it just feels calming because everything's already in order, you already have everything done, you're perfectly okay. And so another thing that is the third step is scheduling. Just like for teachers, I know that most teachers will put their lesson plans on the whiteboard for the week. They're like, okay, English 1, we're gonna be reading Animal Farm, and then for the next 3 weeks. Okay, so then after those 3 weeks, we will watch the animation of the Animal Farm. And so that really helps them plan out everything because they're like, okay, this is what I need to do. I'm gonna be gone these days, but they'll know what to do since I have this all put up on the whiteboard and everything will be scheduled out. And so once you go on to be in things like college and high school, once you start driving, you have to start getting yourself up in the mornings. So I usually get up about 3 hours before I'm really supposed to be up. Get up 4:30, 4:45ish, have an hour to 15 to 30 minutes to myself. Start getting ready at 6, and then usually get done by 6:30. And so then I can do anything extra I need to. And then for me personally, being absolutely done by 7:10. Everything I need to do has to be done by 7:10. And so then I have about 5 minutes to just kind of play on my phone or something, or go ahead and sit out in my car. And then I start going to school 7:20. That's about a 15-minute drive. School doesn't start till 8. So I usually get here about 7:35, sit in my car, do work, whatever, right? Get out about 7:45 and start walking into school. That's about a 3-minute walk. So it's about 7:48. So then if I need to, I can go talk to teachers beforehand, or if a teacher needs to tell me something or hand me something before school, because some of the teachers that I've beta with don't have me in class, so they can't hand me stuff during class. So then just go to them, get whatever paperwork I need to, and I can still walk into class perfectly on time and still be considerate of other people's feelings, about other people's predicaments, and also be more trustworthy, because the person who walks in just doesn't care. There again, people see them as 33 less dependable according to Inc. magazines. And the person who's usually always there, usually always is on time, or even before time, they're gonna be more trustworthy. People are gonna trust them more. People will be like, okay, they never do this, they're never late, they're more dependable, so something must have happened for them to be late. And so with that, you have to really think about it as being early is basically being on time. Okay, being on time is being on time, but still, you never want a person who just shows up to your 9 o'clock meeting who shows up at 8:59, just that last minute right before your boss comes in to come speak to y'all. You don't really want that. You want that person comes in 7:50, 7:55-ish, sits down, gets all their notes ready, gets everything out, has a good amount of time to just talk to you, laugh around, and still has that time to pull out notes, pull out slideshows, and get organized. So with that, my biggest pet peeve is people being late. And honestly, there are some reasons that people are late and some that are good reasons. But for the most part, being late is unacceptable in some cases. So that's my speech.